Good to see you, Charlie.
It's
Happy
good to
4th
see
of
you.
July.
Happy 4th of July to you. All decked out in
red, white, and blue.
Yes.
Got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's so many things that are interesting things that you're involved in, and certainly your Hay Garden Guy website and Facebook page is just blowing up with great things. And today we're going to talk about raised bed gardens, which we hear a lot about. It's kind of a thing, isn't it?
It's becoming more and more of a thing. But actually, the story goes that last Thursday, well, actually before that, Will and Candy Rayburn called me and said, if you want to see an example of a raised bed garden, and this is our second year, come down to such and such place, and we want to show you the whole thing. And I said, that's great. Where are you located? And I heard them, they said Morganfield, and I heard them say Owensboro. The American Legion in Owensboro at 9 o'clock this Thursday, and that was a week ago tomorrow. So I went down there, and I'm waiting in the parking lot of the American Legion. 9 o'clock rolls around, and I don't see a raised bed garden, and I don't see them, and I didn't get their phone number. Nobody's surprised about that with me. So finally, I get a call from Will, and he says, Charlie, where are you? And I said, I'm sitting here in the parking lot at the American Legion in Owensboro. Oh, no! It's in Morganfield. So,
was it in Morganfield or Morgantown?
No, it was Morganfield.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I'll be there in 20 minutes. He said, no, you won't. He said it's going to take about an hour to an hour and 10, 15 minutes. So he directed me there. So I got to the senior citizens of the American Legion, and I got to view and meet Candy and Will Rayburn and Dave Hart, who are all part of the Union County Master Gardeners. If we can have some pictures.
They're coming up right now.
And these guys are terrific. Now, they are not affiliated in any way, shape, or form with the Heritage Soil Community Gardens, but this is one...
It looks like it's beside the road, Charlie.
It's besides the parking lot, and this is only their second year. They raise tomatoes in abundance. They raise squash. They raise cucumbers, zucchini, bell peppers. They have sweet potatoes. They put out marigolds on the side to dissuade any
other pastor
that don't want to come around. And they have put out over 325 pounds of produce, and it goes to homebound senior citizens. It goes.
Don't you love this? Isn't this a great story, Charlie?
Isn't this great? My hat's off to them. And I think we've got a picture of them here.
Yeah, I want some perspective here. How big is that, Charlie?
Okay, that's about 4 foot, 3.5 foot high, 4 foot wide, and about 12 foot long. And they do everything right. Everything is organic. And they're just having a ball. And they're teaching.
And they're feeding people.
They're feeding people. But not only this, there's only 20 members. There's only 20. There they are.
There.
That's
okay,
Dave Hart on the left. That's Candy in the middle. And that's Will on the right. They've worked with the Boy Scout office they've worked with the Boy Scouts to create a raised bed garden at the county extension. They've worked with the schools. What they've done as a 20-member force in Morganfield is absolutely amazing, and we need to take a lesson.
We do need to take a lesson.
After the Union County Master Gardeners.
Thank you. What an inspiration. And bonus, you don't have to bend over to pick anything.
That's exactly well, you know, people can...
You don't.
They can come in from the senior citizens and help, and they don't have to bend over, like you say. And it's only 4 foot wide, which is perfect because you can get all the way around without having to get into the bed itself.
Charlie, that is so amazing. And in feeding people who really need...
325, and that's just the beginning of the season.
Wow. Thank you. And thank you so much for coming today. Love you. Feel better. Get well.
Okay.
Be healed. And we'll be back.